The 12/12 portal is the final portal of the year and always occurs during Sagittarius season. The number 12 reduces to 3, so we have a strong Trinity energy to this portal. It feels like we just rolled into a new month after a wild ride through November, and here we are at the end of 2024. I'm glad to see this year end. It has been a tough one. But the past 4 years has been tough all around, and we have been living in a demented. This means that those who are fully resolved of their past will now have the means to merge with their future to embody the presence of God on earth. This shift in creation dynamics from past to present is one of untold blessings, for only those of pure heart will be able to participate, making the new human heart grid a true place of purity and protection from lower forces on earth. December's ascension energies are extremely powerful and bring the opportunity for much-needed personal breakthroughs. This would anchor in our spiritual self to our earthly self to manifest the first steps of our true destiny. And what a year of tests it has been. We tore into our trauma and wounding to expose our triggers and throw off the yoke of oppression and conformity. December is the grand finale of this process and takes us deep down the rabbit hole during the last Mercury retrograde of the year. We will be evaluating what is still relevant in our lives, who we want to spend our time with, what our focus is going into 2025, and start to make personal choices and decisions that reflect that. There is no putting our heads in the sand this month. Some big changes are coming for most of us next year if we release fear and lean into our soul growth. So our gut intuition needs to be stronger than ever to creatively adapt and navigate with instinctive precision. Since the 11/11's crystalline timeline activation, we have witnessed the beginning of the Great Awakening. This is the time for the remaining masses of humanity to begin their awakening process as we finish the eye of the needle transit of Pluto in Capricorn. For most of December, Pluto will be stationed at the critical 29 degrees of Capricorn before moving into Aquarius on January 20th, 2025. December opens with some great energy, and a month that has a double 10 value is going to give us ample opportunity to clear out. Step up, move on, and move out of anything that is no longer aligned with our truth, intention, energy, and priorities. No force here, but we simply can no longer tolerate people and situations on the individual and global levels whose values are not aligned with ours, with the light, and with the truth of our divinity. It's a new month and a brand new vibe. We get to experience the full effect of our spiritual human this month, so let's gear up for the blessings and line up to receive our share. And December begins with 3 big events that set the stage for a fantastic month. That's what is happening in the December Energy Report. As each participating member of the New Earth hologram is granted access based on these vital credentials of purification, Starborns are guaranteed a safe space on this planet for the first time in human form. The separative forces will no longer apply to those crossing the boundary between dimensional worlds and entering a plane of existence where the rules and physics of the divided world no longer apply. No longer will you be hidden away or cast out due to your differentness, but summoned forth for your specialness. Thankfully, more purifying will happen emotionally and physically this month, with a 3rd chakra focus to help us embody the warrior and spiritual warrior archetypes. These 2 archetypes allow us to move forward with more confidence, authenticity, and courage to embrace change. They support us to direct our willpower with motivation, integrity, and perseverance to maneuver through any of life's obstacles with more ease and grit. As the collective passes through their first initiation, Those who are holding the line as the first and second waivers are being bombarded with the processing of lower thoughts and emotions. We are all one within the collective consciousness, and thus we are all tasked with assisting in this massive processing. As shared in the previous update, this month there is a huge focus on the energies of grief. When one begins to awaken and go through their first ego death, they naturally pass through the 7 stages of grief. We grieve all that we thought was true but turned out to be illusion. We grieve our old sense of self and identity. We also grieve the old world in which we were so attached, but is quickly slipping away. That night, when I went to bed, my guides told me to get back up because I had energy work to do. I will spend some time talking about him and his evil and monstrous impact on the world in this energy report, because we must never allow this level of evil to become entrenched in our world again. To achieve this, the new Earth leaders must begin again as love to display the tangible reality of the cosmic Christ in manifest form. This is no longer conceptual but physical in the sense that those who are crossing the event horizon to enter the cosmic creation cycle are now embodying the universal structures required to reshape reality in alignment with the original divine plan for Earth and humanity. This means that the first cosmic citizens of the new, enlightened society on Earth are preparing to receive these new orders from on high to initiate the unfolding objectives of Operation Eden. Once deployed, there will be no turning back, no returning to the old, and so we are encouraged to use this retrograde cycle for closure, to release the remains of our karmic past and realign with the cosmic current that is building to a crescendo point. As the cosmic influxes of light continue to pour in and infuse us with a greater sense of spiritual backbone and sensitivity, we are each being called by Spirit to be a force for change, to step into greater self-responsibility, accountability, and bring our talents online to help the greater good. The universe is nudging us that way. Understanding this process will be essential for all waivers, as we collectively undergo this massive transition and transformation. Universal compassion, forgiveness, and love will be essential. As all darkness comes to light, judgment will be dissolved in empathy, as we make space for all of humanity to find their own light within. Sagittarius holds the ultimate faith, the vision, and does not steer away from its core truth. This is a dawning of revelation, and once they dawn, they cannot be forgotten. We are now at the point of no return. The great remembering has begun. December is both a pinnacle and a precipice. We are at a pinnacle of the ascension cycle, achieving great heights of awareness and spiritual integration. But we are also at a precipice where it could all fall into the abyss of despair and dissolution because of the immense pressure of the density we fight against and the fear of failure. We have achieved huge victories in this ascension cycle, but we have also made great sacrifices. And in December, we have a chance to review it all before we begin a great cycle in 2025. Those who do, those who hook into the cosmic current and ride the wave of the future into the present will be rewarded handsomely. As the organic structures are now in place to support the new paradigm of authentic abundance, by which our outer reality is a true reflection of our inner, purified landscape. And so the prevailing guidance is to spend these final moments of the old Earth creation cycle in full faith of its completion, suspended in non-judgment, open to what may come. The days ahead are no longer created from those behind, and so for many, this moment is one to remember as the last of the karmic experience of life on Earth. From this month forward, all that we have known will change dramatically as we shift to align with all that awaits us on the other side.